What is going on? Welcome back to another edition of Nani episode. We're discussing episode we're currently watching. Today we're going to be talking about episode 13. I think on episode 13, 12 or 13. One of the two for I think it's 13. I think it's 13 for Tibera X, and we have our new hero today. And today it's Loli. And the beginning of the episode, we just get right to it. Basically, she's working out, and by the time she's doing a good job, but by the time she was revealed to be a pretty girl, her trust value went down, and she wasn't strong enough anymore. And it's basically, she's trying to fight against society where it's like she wants to be a hero, she wants to be taken seriously, but like since she's a cute girl, it doesn't that it's not working. Like people can't take her seriously. And as we saw in Queen's first episode, we saw that Lily was inspired by Queen. And by the time she was at that young age, she said to her mom, "Mom, I want to become a hero." And her mom says, "Oh, you are so cute right there. Let me get a video," which kind of like already like sets the mood right there. Even when she was young, she was looked at as too pretty to be doing anything. Like she was practicing being a hero. She was doing all this technology and stuff like that. Even the bully that she confronted, he liked her because she thought she was cute. And even when she asked her one friend, like, "Be honest with me, am I too cute to become a hero? Is that the reason why people can't take you seriously?" And he's like, "Well, yeah, that appears to be the case right there." And she's frustrated by that. Like I said, I like how these ladies can be relatable to the real world because in the real world, they're pretty ladies can't be taken seriously no matter what job they did sorry, can't say I'm going too fast today. But basically, what I'm trying to say is, not all the time, but like when a lady is pretty at a certain workplace, they can be taken seriously at times. I'm not saying that's all the time. I'm not saying it's everywhere you go right there, but there is some places where it's like, oh, we just got it because it's a pretty face, or I ain't taking it seriously because you're too pretty for whatever job it might be. Now, I'm pretty sure they're going to say like, oh, it's too woke right now, which by the way, they're saying woke in the wrong terms, but that's the different story for a different day. But like I said, Lily, she's trying to fight, the narrative. She wants to be taken seriously, and she almost went to the part of like becoming a tomboy and cutting her hair, but she likes her. She likes who she is. She just got to find a way to be taken seriously, and she had an idea from this one DJ Swearinger or whatever who was a top hero, but now his trust value devalued right there. So basically, when she saw that helmet, the DJ, which it's kind of like related to all these other DJs today. We have like DJ Marshmallow, DJ Deadmau5. You have all these things that have like these weird these head cases right there, so they're covering their face. So she had an idea, which was one thing about Lily. She's very smart. Like she is very tech savvy. She built a suit, which it's kind of like looks like it's kind of giving me some diva vibes from Overwatch right now. With the bunny out look and everything right there. Something else. I'm like, okay, we go on some Overwatch vibes right there. And I said, the suit looked fire. The suit looked pretty good, right? And so her first, mission, we see this one girl walking in a corner or whatever, and we see this weird dude with shades and everything like that, stalking her. So she's fighting, this random guy or whatever, and it was a pretty good fight right there. But the masked man was able to take the helmet off of Lily, and once she sees the pretty girl, she's like, "You freak, get lost." And the guy was like, "Oh, I'm out." It's like bows down and just leaves right there. And once again, the pretty girl, can't take it seriously right there. Even the girl that she says like, "Oh, I didn't expect to see a cute girl underneath all this mask right there." And once again, Lily is not taken seriously. But here's the one episode of the one part of this episode that I did like when we see her father and all her workplace, all his workers taking all the stuff that lowly worked on out of her, and she's like, "You have no right, to take all my stuff right there." And that was like, I should have been, I think it's that I should have been more protective or some shit like that. But nonetheless, though, her father, said, "Okay, you can't make this stuff here. It's too dangerous. If you're gonna make this stuff, make it under my room. Make it under where I work at, pretty much right there." Which I get a shout out to her father right there. Like her father is not stopping her from her dreams right there because not all the time, but sometimes he'll be like, "Oh, it's too dangerous right there. It isn't for you right there. I'm not letting my little girl go out there and we're out there to get hurt." He's like, "No." He sees her talent right there. It's like, you're gonna actually work for me. That'll be safer that way. So you're not like making all these designs in their house right there, which which can be it can be used for it won't be good. So yeah. So now she's on her father right there, and her friend Deshaun is still there. Which by the way, I don't think I didn't think it say his name in the first part, but you know, he is trying to make a design for her right there, and it's a pretty ugly design right there. But we actually do see the girl that she saved actually works for the same company right there. Her name is Swang, right? Her name is Swang. And, the girls are vibing, the girls are, chilling and whatnot. Like I said, they're enjoying each other's company right there. And, Baby I told Deshaun, you know what? We don't like your design, bro. It's not gonna work, right? And so, like I said, the girls are having a heart-to-heart conversation right there, and Wong, kind of goes through the same thing that Lily's going through as well, because she basically said, I can't take you seriously because when I applied here, they put me at the reception office right there. I was too cute to be in this office right here, and it just sucked. But thanks to your father, who looked at my resume right there, says why are you working at the reception desk right there? Come work for me right there. You do the designs and all that type of stuff right there. She's like, thank you. And, Lily has a little bit of her jealous right there. My dad doesn't even notice me, and she asks what happened to your dad. It's like my dad passed away. It's like, oh, I'm so sorry right there. It's like, just no, I understand. It's okay. So like I said, the girls are vibing right there. They actually have a drink together as well. And Lily actually went alcohol right there, and Wong's like, no, 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 you're underage right there. I'm gonna treat you right there, but just know I am a lightweight and I am an angry junk right there, Listen, vibing, having a good time. Wong's getting drunk, but we do see, the stalker right there out the window be like, oh, I'm watching you guys still. And listen, no, we got something for this guy right there. We like this, no, we're not taking this shit anymore. So see us right now, F you pretty much right there. You come back again, yo, we're gonna F you up right there. And so when I get back to the place right there, um Wong says, you should be a hero. Granted, she's drunk, but and people will take us seriously, right? And so we're at the lab, but we see the DJ actually coming in, you know, destroying the place, getting ready to destroy the place right there. It's like, oh no one remembers me right now, but I'm gonna make sure y'all remember me though. But I don't know what his powers is because the guys just started laughing, and next thing he blows up the part of the building right there. So we gotta see now is the DJ Swearinger that the stalker guy right there. It could make sense, or it could be the Sean. If there's one thing I know, expect the unexpected with Tabiro X right there. I'm hoping Loli has a good ending because, like I said, we've been having well, Queen you can say it was cliffhanger because little Johnny, big Johnny attack, but you still hope that no one dies in Loli's story right there because let's say if it's only about Tabiro X, like I said, expect the unexpected right there. But listen, another cool hero that I like. I like what she's fighting for, and I can't wait to see how her story unfolds. Listen, hopefully it ends in a good way. Hopefully, listen, there's only one more episode. Like Loli has 2 episodes, and I believe is it the Quiet Guy that's next? I gotta look at the schedule right there. Y'all let me know. But another good episode right there. I'm excited to see where it folds. Like I said, cross my fingers for a good ending. So we'll see. As always, folks, if you like the video, give this video a like, comment on the video, subscribe to be part of this family. Be sure to follow me on social media accounts in the search box below. And always remember what J. Cole said. There is no such thing as life better than yours. Have a good one, everybody. Take care.